Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anybody doing that yet.
I think Ellen did. I had a buddy of mine who was writing on Ellen. Everybody kind of knows now what she's really all about. And that's another one of those. Like, press. I'm so nice and I'm so sweet. Being behind the scenes.
From convicted felons to members of the occult down to some of the strangest people alive, Joe Rogan has interviewed them all without batting an eye. But when his guests started breaking down what people claim is hidden inside Ellen DeGeneres' world, Joe Rogan barely said a word. And once you see what he saw, you are going to understand exactly why. Dozens of articles have been written about Ellen DeGeneres being mean to people, the absolute opposite of her entire show, which is built on the motto, be kind. But according to sources, in the quiet corners of her set in her home, Ellen was beyond mean.
Trump is fighting human and the human are Ellen, who is a little wild, that everyone in Hollywood's eating and there's tunnels under Central Park. I mean, it's hard to keep up with, and the cue drops.
Before we go any further, here is what you need to know first. Ellen hosted her talk show for 19 straight years. That is thousands of episodes and famous guests walking through her doors almost every single day. Her whole image was built on being warm, funny, and easy to trust. Then in 2020, all of that fell apart fast. Dozens of former staff members came forward at the same time with stories about a workplace built on fear instead of kindness. Not long after that, her show got canceled. Now, one name that keeps showing up over and over again in this conversation is Jeffrey Epstein. His flight logs and contact lists include some of the biggest names in the entire world, and Ellen's circle of friends sits closer to some of those names than most people ever expected. This is exactly where this story starts to get uncomfortable. Keep in mind, none of this happened overnight. It took years of small clips, small comments, and small details for people to even start putting these pieces together in the first place. And once they did, they could not stop. Let's start with the moment that got the whole internet talking at once. Joe Rogan pointed out something strange on his show. He said Ellen's old television set looks a lot like places connected to Jeffrey Epstein. As soon as people heard him say that, they went back and watched old clips of her show with completely fresh eyes. And what a lot of them claim to have found spread across the internet almost overnight.
Look at it.
Oh, well, you know where that is too, right? The similar image to that, right?
No.
I know Jamie does.
What is it?
It's on the set of a famous talk show that's now not on anymore.
Oh, Ellen? Was that Ellen?
Yeah.
Really?
Just look at the temple and then look at the...
Let me see Ellen's background. What? Oh, similar. That looks like a building, though. Like
yeah, sure.
The Epstein Files is filled with big names, strange connections, a list of people that seems to stretch on forever. Connections like this do not just happen out of the blue, especially when you start to see the one thing that the celebrity world and the Epstein class had in common.
They have these code words and they're saying these things that may be referring to them eating, may not, you know what I mean?
Is that what Pizzagate is, or when people say pizza? That's what that refers to?
Yeah. They were calling something beef jerky in the files. They often refer to, I want 6 to 8 ounces of beef jerky, but I need it in the freezer. Did
you see one of the
we
orders?
need to take it to the lab. Who takes beef jerky to the lab?
Now, let's go back to the 2014 Oscars. Ellen is hosting the single biggest night in all of Hollywood. And out of nowhere, in front of the whole world, she decides to order pizza for the entire room. Not champagne, not anything fancy that you'd expect at an event like that. Pizza.
I have this crazy idea that I will order pizza. And so if I do, I don't want it to go to waste. Who will eat pizza if I... Jennifer? Yes? Harrison?
Then she turns around and asks 2 specific people to help pay for it. Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey.
What do you have, Harvey? 200?
200.
That's a start. That's a start.
2 names that would later go on to become 2 of the biggest scandals the entertainment industry has ever seen. At the time, everybody in that room laughed it off as just a fun little bit for the cameras. But looking back at it now, a whole lot of people are not laughing anymore. Because when you rewatch that moment, knowing everything that came out about Weinstein and Spacey years later, it stops feeling like a harmless joke. It starts feeling like something that was hiding in plain sight the entire time. time in front of the biggest audience in the world.
We have another woman this morning telling her story in graphic detail, accusing Harvey Weinstein and adding to the list that has now grown to more than 60. The scandal has put the rest of Hollywood under a spotlight even brighter than they are used to, forced to answer questions about what they knew and how the industry and the country need to respond. Former production assistant Mimi Halle met Harvey Weinstein at the 2004 London premiere of the movie The Aviator. Years later, after refusing multiple advances, Halle says Weinstein forced oral sex on her in his New York apartment.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm going to take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
I don't drink. Can I stay on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. Now you're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry. I cannot. No, yesterday was a kind of aggressive for me. I need to know a person to be touched.
I won't do a thing.
I don't want to.
Please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but
I
I don't
promise.
want to.
Here is where things start to get a lot more personal, because Ellen once gave fans a full tour inside her own home, and what people spotted hanging on her walls sent the internet into a complete frenzy almost overnight. Certain paintings in her house show symbols that a lot of people online describe as ritualistic. One of them hangs directly above her head in one clip. Another one hangs above her mother in a completely different video. To some people watching, it just looks like unusual taste in art. To others, it looks like something a whole lot stranger than that. And then there is the kitchen table. In an old clip that resurfaced, Ellen herself says that medical procedures were actually done right there on that exact table. That single detail alone had people talking online for weeks straight. Now, on its own, one strange painting or one odd comment about a table might not mean much. Plenty of celebrities have unusual taste. But when you put the art, the comment about the table, and everything else in the story together, it starts painting a picture that a lot of people simply cannot look away from.
Ellen DeGeneres. When the camera turns, you can see the inside of her house. Now, see that picture right there? Well, if you pause it and look it up, it says evil thoughts with revenge right next to it. Here's another picture of Ellen in her house, and this is the picture behind her. Now, the thing I'm curious about is the letters on top of the picture. These look oddly similar to the letters Marina Abramovich writes out when she does spirit cooking.
But it gets even worse. There is one unsettling clip on Ellen's show where she uses a pointer to walk a guest through a crime scene. A scene that was one of the deadliest in American history. But instead of Ellen to show emotions, she worked through the entire thing in a cold, mechanical way, which Joe Rogan and his guests analyzed that for a daytime TV show host, this was plain off.
Stephen Paddock.
Who's that?
He was the guy that out of the Vegas concert. That was a very tragic thing. Listen to this. The only guy that saw Stephen Paddock alive, his name is Jesus Campos. He was a guard at Mandalay Bay. He got interviewed nowhere else. You know where he got interviewed in the beginning? Ellen.
Really?
Weird. And then they went on, if you could find that clip, they went on with a weird like diagram of how it happened, and Ellen's like showing the people how it happened. Not like an emotional, like how are you feeling, how are you holding up? It was a weird diagram of like, and then he went to the left and to the right. It was very strange to, look, what the hell's going on? This is a daytime show.
So you thought the drilling, they were gunshots, but you thought it was just drilling sounds?
At first, I think it was just drilling sounds.
Right. So then at what point did you get shot? What happens here?
As that door's closing and it's so heavy, it'll slam. I'm walking down this way, and I believe that's what caught the attention.
It's 12:16 p.m. when we see Paddock going back to the parking garage. The guests exiting the elevator have no idea that in 10 hours, this unremarkable figure would commit the worst mass in modern American history.
While all of this was spreading across the internet, the people who actually worked for Ellen in real life were telling their own stories, and those stories were rough to hear. Staff have said they were told never to make eye contact with her while walking through the hallways. One audience member says she was pulled aside before a taping and given one simple rule to follow: don't be funnier than Ellen. And a former writer who worked on the show described Ellen DeGeneres as nothing short of a full-blown control freak behind closed doors. And keep in mind, these are not just just a couple of random comments from 1 or 2 upset employees. There were dozens of people from completely different years and different jobs on the show, all describing the exact same kind of behavior behind the scenes.
What was it like meeting Ellen, and is she a good person?
Let's just all go back to 2017, where I was the first person to call Ellen out before anyone else.
You called her out?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I called her out. I was like, Ellen's not that nice.
This was after you went on the show?
After I went on the show, and the world blew up about it and was like so mad at me about it. And then someone else said it, and then it was like, oh my God, Ellen's not nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say she's not nice?
I can't explain it. It was just really
energy?
weird. I ran into her like backstage. It was like an awkward thing, and like the producers were really scared. I was like, what's going on? They were like, that was not supposed to happen. We're gonna get in trouble. It's like so weird. She was like, hey. It was like, I was like, oh, hi. Like, I was like, I'm so excited.
Then came the moment that really broke everything wide open for good. Dakota Johnson came on the show one day, and Ellen asked her, almost like she had heard about it, why she wasn't invited to Dakota's own birthday party. Dakota didn't flinch for a single second. She looked Ellen dead in the eye, said, you were invited. Ellen's own producer backed that up live right there on camera in front of everyone watching.
It's good to see you. Happy belated birthday. When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Last time I was on the show, last year, you gave me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Of course I like you. You knew I liked you. You've been on the show many times, and don't I show like?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
But I did invite you and you didn't come, so.
This time you invited me?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How do you know? I don't think so.
So where was Ellen the night of that actual party? She was sitting courtside at a football game right next to former President George W. Bush without a single care in the world.
Charleston, is that what it is?
She goes out there to the Charleston. She's got war criminals. Her and Bush are jumping around. I mean,
that's right. She was buddies with Bush. That was like
she's
one of the
a
first
CIA agent.
This weekend, I went to Dallas for the Cowboys game, and during the game, they showed a shot of George and me laughing together, and people were upset. They thought, why is a gay Hollywood liberal sitting next to a conservative Republican president? Didn't even notice I'm holding the brand new iPhone 11.
And here's the one question that kept ringing through everyone's mind. How does a simple daytime TV show host have so much access? This next one takes things somewhere else entirely. In 2012, 18 years old Selena Gomez appeared on Ellen's show for the first time, and she mentioned something pretty odd on live television. She said she had found hidden cameras in the bathroom assigned to her for her appearance on Ellen's show. And Ellen's response to that was not exactly reassuring to a lot of people watching at home. She laughed it off, squirmed a little in her seat, and called the whole thing a prank. But a lot of viewers noticed something else cross her face first, right before that laugh kicked in. A quick flash of irritation that came and went in less than a second. It is a small moment. It only lasts a few seconds on screen, but once you notice it, you cannot really unsee it. And it fits right into everything else you have already seen in this video.
Yes, what? So I thought that you were gonna scare me when I came in. I don't know why. So in my dressing room, you have the bathroom with a camera. So I put towels all over the camera, and I went and peed in Kobe Bryant's dressing room because I was scared.
Well, you're right. I was trying to scare you.
Really?
You got here an hour early, and I was trying to scare you, and it was too. So it doesn't matter if you put the stuff over the cameras. I had to be in there, and you got here before I could get. I was going to hide.
See?
You were right.
Yes.
You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
You ruined it.
I'm sorry.
Oh well, that's okay. Okay, I'll get you, my pretty. I'll get you.
And to crown these shocking chain of events, in one of her sit-downs with Sandra Bullock, Ellen DeGeneres boasted of using adrenochrome harvested from babies to stay young.
Well, it's this way in which one forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie? What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away, and they somehow figured out how to extract.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby. That's what it is.
Okay.
These chain of events on their own seem like just mere internet gossip, but when you link it all together with claims of Ellen's name appearing in the Epstein files and her ties to the Epstein circle, headlines about her being involved in ritualistic arts, seems like just scratching the surface. So right now, we want to know what you think about all of this. What part of this whole story came as a shock to you the most? Was it the art on her walls, the alleged Epstein connection, or the way she reportedly treated her own staff behind closed doors? Drop your thoughts down in the comments and let's talk about it. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button on your way out. Thanks for watching.